claws and a full
May
head,
manood na
and
lang.
somewhere in between.
Okay, I
They're
got
also
my house set
behaviorally
up somewhere.
unpredictable, inheriting the
Here's
polar
my
bear's lack of
house.
fear toward
There's my
humans
house.
and the grizzly's territorial
Okay,
aggression.
guys.
What makes this
First,
hybrid particularly significant
this is gonna
that it's
be
not
my
a captivity
house
accident. It's
right
happening
now.
in nature, driven by environmental change. Evolution separated these species over hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah,
Climate is collapsing that separation.
New ascended kit from Wyatt. Get more nutrients to help catch up on height growth.
Okay.
Sweet break with
Okay.
Introducing the new Isuzu US. It's the
What's your
Tapos
body's
yung
first
natin,
step? Nako, wala
not the ad.
Introducing Dove Sensitive Deals.
Up daw patingin na lang.
Blood parrot cichlid.
Me!
This fish shouldn't exist, and its body makes that abundantly clear. The blood parrot cichlid is a hybrid created by crossing two separate species of Central American cichlids, most likely the Midas cichlid and the redhead cichlid. Though breeders who created it in Taiwan in the 1980s never disclosed the exact parent species. The genetic incompatibility manifests physically. Blood parrots have deformed mouths that don't close properly, making feeding difficult. Their spines are often curved, compressing internal organs. Many have slim bladder problems that affect buoyancy control. These aren't minor defects. They're systemic failures caused by mixing two species with incompatible skeletal and organ development patterns. The fish can't reproduce naturally in most cases because males are sterile, a common outcome when crossing cichlid species with different chromosome numbers. The ones that do breed usually require artificial intervention. What's disturbing is that these fish are bred commercially by the thousands and sold as ornamental pets despite an obvious welfare problem. The bright orange-red coloration and heart-shaped body profile are considered desirable in the aquarium trade, so the genetic train wreck continues. This isn't adaptation or survival. It's forced hybridization for aesthetics. Evolution gave these parent species separate niches and reproductive barriers for a reason. Aquarium breeders ignored all of it. By the way, if you're enjoying learning about these creatures, I post content like this regularly. I'd appreciate if you subscribe. Thanks. The Cama. This hybrid only exists because of artificial insemination, and that tells you most of what you need to know about the genetic compatibility here. A Cama is a cross between a dromedary camel and a llama, two species from the same family, but separated by 30 million years of evolution and an entire ocean. Camels evolved in the Middle East and Asia, llamas in South America, and they were never going to meet naturally. The size difference alone makes natural breeding impossible. A male camel weighs around 1,400 pounds, a female llama around 300. The first Cama was born in 1998 at the Camel Reproduction Center in Dubai using artificial insemination, with the goal of creating an animal that combined the What they got was a small, llama-sized animal with camel-like features, including short ears, a long tail, and no hump. Camas are sterile, which isn't surprising given the genetic distance between parent species and the mismatched chromosome count. They also inherit temperament traits from both sides, which means unpredictable aggression and difficulty handling. The project hasn't expanded beyond a handful of experimental animals because the practical benefits don't outweigh the complications. Evolution separated these species across continents in tens of millions of years. Artificial insemination forced them back together for wool. The Naluga. Scientists didn't even know this hybrid existed until they tested the DNA in a skull that had been sitting in a museum collection for decades. In the 1980s, an Inuit hunter in Greenland shot an unusual whale and kept the skull, which was later donated to the Natural History Museum of Denmark. The skull had strange teeth, intermediate in structure between a narwhal's straight tusk and a beluga's conical teeth. Nobody knew what species it belonged to until genetic testing in 2019 revealed it was a hybrid of a female narwhal and a male beluga. These are two distinct Arctic whale species that occupy overlapping ranges but have different diets, social structures, and vocalizations. Belugas eat fish and invertebrates near the seafloor. Narwhals hunt deeper, targeting Arctic cod and squid. Their reproductive systems apparently align well enough to produce viable offspring, though how often it happens in the wild Now,
Oh, do you want me to put you mods
this is
up,
the
by the
only
way?
complete
Yes.
specimen, but that doesn't mean it's the only one that ever
Here you go,
existed.
hang on, I'm
The
cutting my
genetic
nails.
barrier between these
Okay.
species is low enough that and those species are under pressure from
I kind of want the free ones.
Yeah, you're getting the free ones.
Oh, and